Azure RBAC, which stands for Role-Based Access Control, is one of the most fundamental concepts in Azure security and identity management. This authorization framework is essential for managing who can access your Azure resources and what actions they can perform. Understanding RBAC is critical for anyone working with Azure, as it forms the foundation of secure resource management in the cloud. Azure RBAC is an authorization system built on Azure Resource Manager that controls access to Azure resources. Think of it as a gatekeeper that determines who gets permission to do what in your Azure environment. Instead of giving everyone full access to everything, RBAC allows you to grant specific permissions based on roles. This means users, groups, and applications only get the access they need to perform their jobs, nothing more and nothing less. Azure RBAC is built on three core components that work together to grant access. First is the security principle, which answers the question who gets access. Second is the role definition, which defines what they can do. And third is the scope, which determines where these permissions apply. These three components form the foundation of every access control decision in Azure. Understanding how they interact is key to mastering RBAC. Security principles represent the identities that request access to Azure resources. There are 4 types. Users are individual people with profiles in Azure Active Directory. Groups are collections of users, making it easier to manage permissions for multiple people at once. Service principals are identities used by applications or services to access resources programmatically. And managed identities are special identities automatically managed by Azure for your cloud applications. Each of these can be assigned roles to access Azure resources. Role definitions specify the set of permissions that can be performed on Azure resources. Azure provides 2 types of roles. Built-in roles are predefined by Azure and include common roles like owner, contributor, and reader. These cover most standard scenarios and are ready to use immediately. Custom roles allow you to create tailored permission sets when built-in roles don't meet your specific organizational requirements. Custom roles give you fine-grained control over exactly what actions are permitted. Scope defines where your role assignments apply and follows a hierarchical structure. At the top is the management group level, which can contain multiple subscriptions. Below that is the subscription level, which is your billing boundary in Azure. Next is the resource group level, which is a logical container for related resources. And finally, the individual resource level applies to specific resources like a virtual machine or storage account. Permissions assigned at higher levels automatically flow down to lower levels, so a role assigned at the subscription level applies to all resource groups and resources within that subscription. A role assignment brings all 3 components together to grant access. When you take a security principle, add a role definition, and apply it to a specific scope, you create an access grant. This is the fundamental equation of Azure RBAC, for example. Assigning the virtual machine contributor role to a user at the resource group scope means that user can manage all virtual machines within that resource group. Role assignments can be created, modified, and removed to adapt to changing security requirements. Following best practices ensures your Azure environment remains secure and well-managed. First, always grant least privilege access, meaning users should only have the minimum permissions needed to do their work. Second, assign roles to groups rather than individual users, which makes permission management much easier as your organization grows. Third, regularly review role assignments to ensure they're still appropriate and remove any unnecessary access. And fourth, use Azure AD Privileged Identity Management, or PIM, for privileged roles to add an extra layer of security through just-in-time access and approval workflows.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.